everyone, I'm Teacher Claire. Our objective for today's lesson is to explain the affective domain of Bloom's taxonomy. We are all aware that the aim of education is not just to develop intellectual skills, but also it aims at the holistic development of the learner, which means intellectual, emotional, social, and moral development of the learner. For this, teachers must provide lessons whereby the learnings imparted by them fulfills this noble purpose. Based on Bloom's taxonomy, learning is not only focused on students' cognitive skills, but also on a person's feelings and emotions. Hence, apart from cognitive domain, learning takes place in affective domain and psychomotor domain as well. Hence, in this lecture, we will discuss the affective domain. Historically, the affective domain was addressed in 1964 in Taxonomy of Educational Objectives. The credit for this goes to Benjamin Bloom along with David Cratwell and Messier. Affective domain is related to feelings, emotions, attitudes, motivations, values, and beliefs of a person. Meaning to say, it refers to the development and appreciation as well as adjustment of students by bringing change in their interest or attitude and values. Take note, feelings or students' emotions are usually attached with whatever is being taught to a learner. That is why, no matter how intelligent a person is, if that person is not willing to study, he has no interest in things that have been taught to him, then learning will easily be forgotten. At this point, pre-service teachers like you must bear in mind that planning your lesson to gain student interest is very important. In this manner, students will enjoy the learning process. Similar to cognitive domain, affective domain also has 5 levels of learning. The process builds from simpler feelings to more complex ones. The lowest level is receiving or attention, followed by responding, valuing, organizing, and the highest is characterizing or internalizing. Under receiving, the learner simply receives the information. They become aware of the knowledge being imparted to them. At this level, the learning is in passive mode. He or she pays attention to what is being taught to them, listen respectfully, and tries to understand the lesson. But take note, learning cannot take place if a person is not willing to learn or has no interest in knowing it. So for this, the keywords in setting affective objectives are the following. Here are the keywords in setting effective learning objectives of your lesson. Asks, chooses, describes, follows, gives, holds, identifies, locates, names, selects, seats, erects, uses, and many other words. Next is responding. At this level, the learner is not a passive listener, but takes active participation during the teaching-learning process. This means the learner responds willingly and shows interest towards learning. So during this group discussion, the learner participates, tries to give ideas, or give presentations. For responding level, the keywords in setting the effective learning objectives are answers, assists, aids, complies, conforms, discusses, greets, helps, labels, performs, presents, reads. The next level is valuing. Value means to appreciate or to cherish something. At this phase, the learner accepts ideas. This means he received, responded, and was able to see the value attached to the idea. By this, the learner demonstrates devotion with the lesson imparted to him and applying these values in his daily life. In this situation, he values learning and acted based on the beliefs and interests and becomes part of his value system. For example, a teacher teaches his students that they must always tell the truth and always be loyal to his friends. So at this level, the student will not only listen, respond, but also follow their values in their lives. For valuing level, the keywords in setting the affective learning domains are demonstrates, differentiates, explains, follows, forms, initiates, invites, justifies, proposes, shares, and the like. The next level of affective domain is organizing. At this level, the learners start organizing and rearranging these values. They work for the values and they are committed to work on those values. As they organize their values, the learners decide what is most important and what is least important. For instance, at this phase, they will decide whether to pursue their career or their passion. In this way, they create their own unique value system. For example, he witnessed his friend stealing a book. By this, he will then decide which is more important, to tell the truth or to be loyal to his friend. With this example, he will decide which is more important, to tell the truth or to be loyal to his friend. So the learner, of course, will organize a specific value and decide which should be given priority. For organizing level, the keywords in setting the affective learning objectives for your lesson are adheres, integrates, arranges, combines, compares, completes, defends, explains, formulates, and the like. Let's now proceed to the highest level of affective domain, which is characterizing or internalizing values. At this phase, learners are able to integrate beliefs and attitudes. Here, the value becomes a part of his character, and they are recognized by it since it is displayed by their behavior. If you remember, someone says, "Do you know Jasper, the kicker?" In this example, Jasper is known for his bad action, and that is kicking people. Remember that at this level, the learners who capture new learning do not just receive information, but they also respond and value whatever they learn. Then they organize it and even internalize it. In this way, the new learnings acquired by the learners must help develop students' positive attitude. For this level, the keywords in setting affective learning objective are acts, discriminates, displays, influences, listens, modifies, performs, revises, serves, solves, and the like. Now that we're done with the lesson, I will ask you a few questions to check your understanding. First, which of the following is the final outcome of affective domain? The answer is changed behavior. For the second question, a child who have the habit of reading science magazines also likes to participate in science festival and science clubs. Which objective is displayed by it? The answer is attitude. Third question. A misbehaving student who failed to follow class norms needs help in what aspect? The answer is affective domain. Fourth question. Which of the following verbs can be used in organizing area of the affective domain? The answer is compare. Last question. Which of the following verbs can be used in the valuing area of the affective domain? The correct answer is demonstrate. Next to this video lesson is psychomotor, which will be explained in the next session. To receive more updates, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed yet. Thank you for watching, and this is Teacher Pear.